Dove l'ultima
Ma non ti insegno,
cosa lo ridisegnare? Aí, saya dan kecil notebook. Itu ada yang lagi kecil.
Ucela utshela uMiss Marux unlock-e ngifuna kuya live emofonini yakho. Yes, you can sit. No.
Is there no space?
Yeah, there's no space. Can you come and sit here?
There's still space.
There's still space this side. There's one in the middle.
There's another space here.
For two or what?
So yeah, this is so bad. So 15 minutes. Did you know that when I did my
It's okay. Come back. We'll move from here.
That's why they was a no-brainer.
Oh, Bazua. Yes? Did she tell you? That she's now.
Yes.
That she's
Actually,
but now.
What does she want? Yeah, she's doing it on her own. She's calling. But what she's doing something. Oh, then I'm like, also, I don't know. Hey, ungayithatha i-laptop yakho.
Yeah.
Don't take it to reserve space.
Yeah.
Tell someone else, I'm not going to get the camera sitting.
You're not using this camera.
Is it no, it's not space for the page. Can you hold it? Come on. It's also that's what I'm saying. I'm finding all stuff. Yeah, there's more of that. Oh, I'm coming with you. So he's about a time.
Yeah, okay.
Johnson. Assembly was a brand said.
That brand is
Yes, from golden from golden to the oh, nice to meet you. So you see, my pastor was on our mandates. No, no,
take your numbers. Oh, do you have a business card?
yes, 10 minutes. Yes. And we promote this country as an investment destination. So, from the investors, like now everybody's educated.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, me. That's happening like social justice.
I need one day to do this.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, members of media, and dear partners and patrons. Welcome to the press conference of the 4th South Africa International Industrial Expo and Machine Tools South Africa 2025. My name is Shu Hao Guan. It's complicated, I know. Just call me Andy. Right. I'm from Golden Bridge Expo, South Africa, and we've managed to be a host today. It's a great pleasure to have you with us today at Resident Blue Hotel in Johannesburg. And as we gather to officially launch this year's most anticipated industrial event, a platform that connects technology, innovation, and cooperation between South Africa, China, and even broader South Africa. Before I introduce you to the speakers, let's get housekeeping. The Wi-Fi is available. There's no need to password to connect to the resident conference. And the bathroom will be just around the reception counter when you step into the 7th floor. So feel free to use them. Then the structure of today's session is for comments with statements without speakers. Then we'll take a few questions, and then you can engage with speakers for the interview during lunch. So please allow me to introduce and extend our warmest welcome to today's distinguished speakers. The General Manager of Golden Bridge Expo, South Africa, Mr. Wayne Fong. The CEO of Johannesburg Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Ms. Brenda Seiler. The Youth Manager of Kangala District Municipality, Mr. Hannah Osana. National Head of Africa Young Entrepreneurs South Africa, Mr. Imran Makama. And the President of the African Prosperity Fund, Mr. Yavi Madhuga. And thank you all for joining with us and for continuous support in promoting industrial growth and international cooperation across our regions. Now, to officially open today's conference, please join me in welcoming the General Manager of Golden Bridge Expo South Africa, Mr. Wayne Fa, to deliver the exhibition announcement and share insights about the upcoming 4th South Africa International Industrial Expo and Machine Tools South Africa 2025. Please welcome.
Distinguished guests, partners, friends, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Sunny Bonani. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. I'm glad to see so many friends, both old and new, gather with us as we kick off the exhibition. It is a great honor for me on behalf of Golden Bridge Expo and our partner to officially announce that the fourth South Africa International Industrial Expo and the Machine Tools Southern Africa will be held from October 23rd to 25th at the Staunton Convention Center in Johannesburg. This event is not only an exhibition, it is a bridge that connects South Africa and the world, industry and innovation opportunities and partnerships. Since the first edition, our Industrial Expo has grown steadily. Over the past 3 years, we have welcomed hundreds of exhibitors from China, South Africa, and many other countries covering industries such as machineries, manufacturing, energies, constructions, automotives, industrial equipments, etc. Each year, we see more cooperation, more technology sharing, and more trust between international partners. This success is made possible thanks to the strong support of many institutions, including government departments, agencies, incubation centers, business chambers, industrial associations in South Africa and the African continent. Especially our friends and partners joining us here today. To all of you, we express our heartfelt gratitude. This year, we also facilitate a landmark friendship partnerships between Wucheng District, China, and the Ngala District Municipality in Mpumalanga, in collaboration with Africa Young Entrepreneurs. Such cooperation is what we most hope to see and what we are committed to achieving. We will give everything for it. Ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of our upcoming expo is very clear: to promote industrial cooperation, to attract international investment, and to contribute to the industrialization of South Africa and Africa. With this purpose, we invite the China-Africa Business Council and the African Property Fund, who are dedicated to the economic development of Africa and are committed to serving Chinese investors in Africa, to become a partner of the exhibition. They will send a delegation to attend the exhibition and carry out a series of inspection and matchmaking here to promote investment cooperation between China and South Africa. We believe that through open exchange and joint development, South Africa's industry can achieve even greater growth. Together, we can build new value chains, create more jobs, and bring advanced technologies into the local market. We at Golden Bridge Expo are proud to be part of this journey, to build a true golden bridge between South Africa and the world's industrial community. Finally, I would like to extend our warmest invitation to all enterprises, associations, and industrial professionals across South Africa and Southern Africa. Please join us at the 4th South Africa International Industrial Expo and Machine Tools Southern Africa from October 23rd to 25th in Southern Convention Center. Join us to explore, connect, and create new opportunities for cooperation. Let's work together for a brighter, stronger, and more industrialized Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fa. That's quite a statement. Next, we are honored to invite our esteemed guest to deliver the statement. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the CEO of Johannesburg Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Ms. Brenda Zeiler.
Distinguished organizers of the 4th South African International Industrial Expo and Machine Tools Southern Africa, colleagues from the business community, media representatives, good morning. As the CEO of the Johannesburg Chamber of Commerce and Industry, JCCI, I'm pleased to address this press conference today, focusing on the 4th South African International Industry Exhibition and the collaborative relationship between our two parties. First, I would like to extend appreciation to the exhibition organizers. Since 2022, you have been bringing this high-quality industrial exhibition to South Africa, as well as hosting a series of insightful business conferences. These efforts have not only become a vital platform for showcasing cutting-edge industrial technologies and products in our region, but also a valuable bridge that connects Johannesburg's business community with Chinese investors. Over the past years, we have witnessed countless successful interactions. Local enterprises in Johannesburg have found new business partners through the exhibition, and Chinese investors have gained a deeper understanding of Johannesburg, laying a solid foundation for mutually beneficial cooperation. This is a cooperation model that truly delivers tangible results for both sides. Johannesburg, as the economic and industrial hub of South Africa, boasts a vibrant business ecosystem, a skilled workforce, and huge potential in sectors such as manufacturing, infrastructure, and technology. The Chinese investors introduced through your efforts have not only provided capital inflows to our local economy, but also brought advanced technologies and management practices, supporting the upgrading and expansion of Johannesburg's enterprises. Additionally, the business conferences have facilitated in-depth discussions on industry trends, policy frameworks, and cooperation models, serving as a valuable resource for driving industrial development in our city. Looking ahead, the JCCI looks to deepen its cooperation with Golden Bridge Expo. We encourage you to continue deepening the exhibition's focus on Johannesburg key industrial sectors. For example, by setting up more specialized exhibition zones that align with our local development priorities, by organizing targeted business matching sessions between Chinese investors and Johannesburg enterprises. This will make the cooperation more precise and effective and bring even greater value to both our business communities. At the same time, on behalf of the JCCI, I would like to issue a warm invitation to all Johannesburg-based enterprises. Do not miss the opportunity of the 4th SAIIE. This is the chance to connect with Chinese investors and global partners and explore new markets and cooperation projects. The JCCI will fully support our member enterprises in participating in the exhibition. We believe that with the joint efforts of all of us, this exhibition will become a new starting point for Johannesburg's industrial development and Chinese South Africa business cooperation. Finally, I wish the 4th South African International Industrial Expo and Machine Tools Southern Africa a complete success and look forward to a brighter future for our cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Seiler. And before we proceed with the statements, I would like to introduce a new partnership which is facilitated by the Golden Bridge Expo South Africa and in collaboration with the Africa Young Entrepreneurs South Africa. Through a sister city partnership, the Wuchang district of China and Tangala district of South Africa has signed a partnership agreement in July this year, and numerous of project investment from China will be solidified under the framework of South Africa's district development model, as known as the DDM. So we're here to share with you the story of this journey by our next two speakers, Mr. Hedman Skosana and Ms. Imran Makam. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the youth manager of Tangala District Municipality, Mr. Hedman Skosana, to deliver a statement on behalf of the executive mayor of Tangala District.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, representatives from both South African and Chinese government, and our esteemed partners from Golden Bridge SA, without whom none of this will be possible. It is an honor for our district to be represented here today in this media briefing. We begin by writing a new chapter in South African's industrial story, especially so because it is a district development agenda. Ghana has long known as an energy heartland of this country, the engine room that has powered South Africa for generations. But today we are providing that our strength is not just in what we mine there in Kampala district, but is in what we are willing to build here in South Africa. Through this partnership with Wuchang District, which was facilitated by wonderful people at Golden Bridge Expo South Africa, through their Expo and matchmaking initiative, Kampala District is embraced a new kind of power, the power of innovation, clean energy, and collaboration. The South Africa International Industrial Expo, which started 4 years ago here in South Africa, was a breeding ground for this partnership. And then a visit to China a few months ago with a 5-city tour identified the right manufacturers and suppliers has resulted in the Expo this year, the largest of its kind, but also a completely tour listed manufacturing and suppliers for our unique South African and Africa market. This 35 million US dollars investment through the establishment of a solar panel assembly plant in our district in Kangala begin with 10 million US dollars during the first phase, which we esteem will create 150 to 200 jobs and also provide hands-on training for our young engineers and technician graduates. Over the next 3 years, we invite to this partnership to grow into a fully fledged manufacturing hub, prove that industrial, renewable, and environmental responsibility can come hand in hand. By aligning our development priorities in the national and provincial support, Kampala District is creating an enabling environment for investment where local infrastructure, human capital, and enterprise development can come together to drive inclusive growth, especially to young people of this country. To our partners from Golden Bridge, South Africa, and Yucheng District in China, we say thank you for your believing in our district, for investing not only in solar energy, but in human energy of our people. To our youth communities back at home, this project is your opportunity. Let us seize it together, work with excellence, and provide the future of Africa's green industrial revolution can begin right here in Kagala, there at home in Kagala district. Because when we power one district, we power the nation, as we are providing the electricity is all from Kagala district municipality in Pumala. So also this solar solar manufacturing factory must be in Kagala district municipality. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sultana. And next, please welcome the National Head of Africa Young Entrepreneurs of South Africa, Mr. Imran Makam.
All right, good morning. Thank you very much for this opportunity, Program Director. Greetings to all honorable members of the House, members of the media, to our host, the Golden Bridge. Thank you very much. As the moderator has said, I am Imran Makama. I happen to serve as the national head for Africa Young Entrepreneurs, which is a South African chapter of a global organization which boosts of its presence in over 20 African countries. So as an organization, we are dedicated to entrepreneurship development, investment, facilitation, strategic partnerships that advance economic growth across our continent. In 2024, our journey took an exciting turn when we established a relationship with Golden Bridge Expo South Africa. Through their matchmaking initiative, they opened doors for our entrepreneurs to exhibit at the South African International Industrial Expo, creating valuable connections with Chinese companies. Through that engagement, we began developing working relationships and gauging investment interest in critical sectors such as renewable energy, waste management, and tire manufacturing. Sectors that hold real promise for Africa's sustainable industrialization. Earlier this year, Golden Bridge extended an invitation to us to participate in a precision procurement program in Guangzhou, which was in the month of April, where we had the privilege of meeting the mayor of Wucheng in the province of Shandong. As you would all know that the province of Shandong is an industrial province. So this was a very much important visit for us and engagement. That engagement was the beginning of a deeper collaboration and shared vision. From those discussions, it became clear economic similarities in mining industry. And as someone who proudly hails from Kangana, I understood the importance of creating a bridge between these two regions. Kangana is the industrial heart of Mpumalanga, not only of Mpumalanga, but it is an industrial hub of the country, which is home to more than 100 mines, 9 coal power stations, and thousands of industrial jobs. It is also the region that will be mostly affected by the South African just energy transition. So for those that which are hailing from Kanala, you would know that we no longer use the term just energy, but we now say just transition for the purposes of protecting the interests of what to call the industrial activities that are happening currently in our region. So as we shift towards cleaner and green forms of energy, for that reason, we saw the perfect opportunity to pursue a sister city partnership, one that would transform shared challenges into shared opportunities. Since then, both regions have entered a government-to-government alignment phase, working together to match economic programs, investment priorities, and social outcomes that support district-level development in line with the district development model. Then in July this year, I had a privilege to return to China, visiting 5 cities, including Denzhou City and Jinan, the capital of Shandong province, to identify manufacturers and suppliers for a truly unique South African market, in which my brother Henke was able to take us through these cities in China. So it was a great privilege. Our message to them was clear, that South Africa is open for business, but not just for trade, for transformation through investment and partnership. We are not interested only in procuring. We have real challenges on the ground, unemployment skills gap, and the urgent need for localization and industrialization, which should position South Africa as the gateway to the Africa's 1.3 billion strong market under the AfCFTA. which is the Africa Continental Trade Free Agreement. The response was overwhelmingly positive, and the partnership we are talking about today between Wucheng City and Ngangala District represents the new architecture of African industrial cooperation, a triple P initiative on both sides, coming together to achieve global goals. These are not just deals on paper. They are blueprints for the future, for youth employment, enterprise development, and the reindustrialization of our continent from the ground up in addressing one of the three critical things at which the country is facing, which is unemployment, poverty, and inequality. As AYE, we stand ready to ensure that young South Africans are not bystanders, but active participants in this process. As entrepreneurs, suppliers, and innovators who will help build Africa's renewable energy future, the Wucheng Ngangala Investment Partnership is a three-tie process. It starts with government-to-government engagement, agreeing on being a sister city partnership. As mentioned earlier, Ngangala and Wucheng share the burden of being a central source of renewable energy for their respective nations. As such, the executive mayors have met online as delegations of private sector and public sector. We have engaged on the outcomes we expect from the partnership. As stated, the estimated cost of the assembly plant training programs is approximately 35 million over the period of 3 years. By next year, this time, we hope to have phase one of the assembly plant and running as well as the training academy. For those that which might be familiar with such a massive project, you would understand that it is not a 100-meter race, but it is a marathon. So we are determined to go through the processes in place in making sure that this project becomes a reality that is going to address some of the challenges that as a district will be facing as we are in pursuit of the just transition processes. In my second visit to China in July, we signed a collaboration agreement with both the government of Wucheng and the private sector partners there. That highlights various projects for partnership. The solar panel assembly plant in Ngangala being the first. Today, we will be leaving as soon as this media briefing is over on our third visit to China. This time to finalize the timelines and details on the exactly when we would break ground on the building the assembly plant, among many other things. According to the protocol, once those details have been finalized, the executive mayor of Ngangala district will make the final trip with us to ceremoniously meet Wucheng City's mayor in person and accept the partnership, catalyzing the action on the assembly plan. We will return before the official opening of the South African International Industrial Expo on the 23rd, and we will bring news of the exact dates and timelines of this project going live next year in the year 2026. Once we have Ngangala all set up, our efforts will be focused on the next district, that would be Gabenbegi, formerly known as Sekunda. And for those that know Sekunda, just like the municipalities, especially the three municipalities, which is the Makazeni, Steve Chwete, and the Malahleni, Gabenbegi is also equally an industrial hub that hosts what you call one of the key companies called Sasol. So we are looking also to address some of the challenges that will arise from the just energy transition. Together through partnerships like this, we are proving that the district development model can deliver not only services but opportunities that the next generation of African entrepreneurs is ready to power that change. So ladies and gentlemen, in 2026, we are not only going to America with Bafana Bafana, but we are looking forward to such initiatives and projects that which will further address some of the ills of this country. I thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Imran. It's been a pleasure journey with you in China in July. So then to conclude, we're joined with Ms. Yavi Madurat to deliver a message of support and also provide us with insight into how investment and industrialization will work in this area of Africa's AFCFTA. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of African Prosperity Fund, Ms. Yavi Madurat.
Thank you. It's very hard to follow the dynamic speaker that is Imran. Anyway, distinguished guests, esteemed partners, and honorable members of the media, it is a privilege to join you today as we celebrate industrialization. My word, I think my husband hears me say it in my sleep. So it's the word that means the most to me in all its aspects. So today's celebration of industrialization from beginning to end. First, as an exhibition of manufacturers that are coming to our shores to provide South African manufacturers with equipment and machinery that will grow and accelerate our industrialization unique to our African markets. Then, secondly, this Wu Chain Nkangala investment partnership is more than a partnership. It is a sincere promise. A promise of what Africa can achieve when vision, collaboration, and commitment converge. The announcement of the estimated, you said, US $35 million investment partnership between Wuchang City of China and Nkangala District Municipality is far more than a financial transaction. It is a signal of intent of a new dynamic of relationship with Africa. It signals that Africa's districts and Africa's towns are ready to do business, that our municipalities can be investment ready, and the international partnerships can be grounded in shared prosperity and localized empowerment. As president of the African Prosperity Fund and as a very vocal advocate of the African Continental Free Trade Area, or AFCFTA, I view this partnership as a practical expression of what continental integration truly means, not policy in theory, but prosperity in motion. Under the AFCFTA, Africa has committed to building a single market of 1.3, now closer to 1.4 these days, billion people, a market driven not by extraction, but by production, innovation, and industrial value creation. The solar assembly plant in Nkangala, beginning with the estimated $10 million first phase and creating between 150 to 200 local jobs, represents a microcosm of that vision. African capacity meeting global collaboration to power local opportunity. But what makes this partnership particularly powerful is its alignment with South Africa's district development model, the one district, one plan, one budget framework that ensures development is not abstract, but anchored in local realities. Through the DDM, we are seeing how national policy can meet local potential and how investment can be channeled into the very districts that need it the most importantly. In Nkangala, a district that is rich in mining, in heritage, industrial skill, and human resilience, this partnership will not only create new energy infrastructure, but ignite a green reindustrialization that is inclusive, job-rich, and forward-looking. For the African Prosperity Fund, for us, this is exactly the kind of investment that we champion. One that localizes global capital, strengthens Africa's industrial capacity, and places African entrepreneurs and youth at the center of transformation. As the AFCFTA unfolds, the real test of our collective ambition will not be in boardrooms or policy documents, but in how we translate trade integration into tangible opportunities for our people. For the small business owner in Nkangala, the young engineer getting hands-on training at the academy, the local supplier feeding into a solar value chain. The power of the AFCFTA is in its capacity to enforce the rules of origin for manufacturing to be grounded in Africa. And that is where we would ideally like to see this Wucheng Kangala investment partnership end up, with full manufacturing in South Africa and other parts of Africa for cross-border trade to become our reality in our economic development endeavors as a continent. Thank you to Golden Bridge Expo South Africa and the African Youth Entrepreneurs for evolving an expo from an exhibition into a valuable investment platform through industrialization and international cooperation. In wishing all the stakeholders all the very best, both the exhibition and the investment partnership, all success in the journey ahead. So let this partnership between Wucheng and Nkangala be remembered as more than a milestone. Let it stand as a blueprint for Africa's industrialization future. A future powered by collaboration, international cooperation, sustained by inclusion, and guided by the belief that prosperity is not imported. It is created here, by us, for us, and with the world as our partner.
Thank you, Ms. Yavi. That's quite inspirational. And also thank to all the speakers for sharing your valuable insight and encouragement. Your words inspired the confidence in the future of South African industrialization and also the international corporations. So let's give them all a big round of applause. And now we move to the media session. In the interest of time, we have time about like 3 questions. So please introduce yourself and which media house you come from, and to who your question is directed at. Any questions? Oh, yes, please.
Afternoon, everyone. Afternoon. From Timeline Radio. So my question would be, are there any plans for Mr. Imran? Are there any plans to bring partnership or sponsorships to small media houses from the township?
Yeah, as part of the work that we do as entrepreneurs, so we are not only focused on the industrial sector alone, so also on the creative side as well. I think if I've not noted, there is also initiatives around cultural exchanges that will touch on the creative space, that obviously would also involve the media space. Obviously, that would then, you have to make sense in terms of what we call the needs that which are there and what impact such maybe potential investment or collaboration, what impact will it have, obviously falling down to the community that which you represent. Yeah, thank you. But we can connect after. Yeah.
Any further questions? All right. So, yeah, please.
Okay, only different question to Mr. Hedman Skosana, no Ms. Yavi. Are there any township formations or organizations that you're willing to work with or involve in your plans?
Which question is directed to?
To Mr. Hedman and Ms. Yavi.
So I'm going to speak from a continental perspective. I'm assuming Vidman is going to speak from the Kangala. So we work already with various youth and media organizations. A lot of the work that we do is based on industrialization capacity, so infrastructure development across the continent. And that means that it is grounded in national governments and African Union. So we work with various organizations, both youth, women. I'm a women and youth inclusion activist. So for me, that is very important. Whenever we do any form of projects or delivery, it's my job. I see it as my job. My question that I always ask myself is, where are the women and where are the youth in the room, at the table, in the project, etc., etc. So, yeah, that's from from my perspective. I'm not sure where. We'll find him for you.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Eric Naki from the Citizen newspaper. Are there any other areas that you are targeting for investment of this kind, other than Pumalanga? And which areas you might have be targeting for the future? This question is for Imran and perhaps Ms. Madura, or any other person who wants to answer it.
Right. There are other partners that we are working with, even on the tech side of things. So again, it will depend in terms of what are the projects there that you would like maybe participation on. Yeah, but there are numerous what we call opportunities that can be addressed. But our current focus has been Ghana, just to pilot what we are doing and governing due to proximity. And there are also initiatives within the municipalities that exist that speaks to the just transition programs and initiatives. So it's much easier in that way because there's a program, there are plans already that the municipalities have. So if there is a similar framework, perhaps we can look at it, but at this point, our main focus to pilot what we want to do across the country. And but the bigger picture of what we are trying to do as an organization is to prep local businesses to start trading in the continent. But we cannot get them into the continent until they are empowered locally. And some of these things and the talents that which we want to equip will also be distributed, in fact, into even places like Expo and other places. So with their skills and the expertise that which they will be gaining, they will turn, some of them are encouraging to turn those skills into services. Because the bigger vision that which we have is that for us to achieve the economic liberation as a people in the continent, we need to foster the culture of entrepreneurship. Yeah, so I hope that covers. Thank you.
Mr. Booker, can you pass the microphone to Ms. Yavi?
Imran covered the one aspect to the answer. I think also, and Imran, you can bear me out, is that so one thing about Wu Chain City, from what can I put like that? One thing about Wu Chain City, for example, is that it's not only solar that they focus on. It's also things like wind, etc., different types of renewable energy. So this partnership, from what I understand, is that it's not just, it begins with the solar panel assembly, and from there, it will grow into looking at what other types of renewable energy. So it's not just about Nkangala, Governor Mbeki, it's about also the different types of renewable energy. And one of the things that you also need to kind of look at is that the exhibition, the expo that is brought to you by Golden Bridge Expo, the manufacturers that are here were kind of identified, yes, in those visits that the delegations did, so that it's for a uniquely South African market. It's for our needs. So whether that is solar, agriculture, wind, renewable energy, whatever it is, it's to serve our needs, for our manufacturers to be able to have equipment or access to equipment that will allow them to be able to accelerate or create spaces where products are in line with that. I don't know if I missed anything else out. No?
Yeah, I think another
Yeah.
important one is what we realized last year was that many of these companies that are coming will be coming also this year. They are looking for local partners. So that is basically open. So we're not gatekeeping anything. So hence we are encouraging everyone to attend the expo. So if perhaps you meet a company which aligns to your interest or what you want to do. I think last year there were companies that also have these roofing machines. In fact, one of them already has actually a warehouse in Benoni with the sheets and some of what you call the examples of what you call of roofing machines. That basically you can literally turn that into a business that can generate immediate proceeds, obviously over time based on the market that we should be establishing that site. So hence we're not gatekeeping anything. So attend the expo. Whatever company that which you feel that aligns to your interest or to the entrepreneurs or to your community, you can connect to them directly. Fiona is here, Faye, Mr. Booker is here. You know, you can inquire with them in terms of how to you establish those links and to build those bridges generally. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ernie. All right, I can feel the enthusiasm, but due to the time for further questions, please feel free to engage with our speakers and organizers for any further discussions and interviews during the lunch. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we wrap up today's conference, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to all the distinguished guests, the friendly media, and dear partners and patrons, and for being here today. And we're looking forward to see you again at the Sunday Convention Center in October 23rd to 25th. And thanks again for joining us today. Now, please enjoy the lunch buffet served at the exterior and continue networking and conversation. Have a wonderful day.